What's up guys, it's Daniel, and in this video I'm going to cover the best marketing funnel to get high paying tax planning clients right now. And I have the unique pleasure of working with a ton of tax planners, so I'm able to see exactly what's working right now, but I'm also able to test and iterate along the way and then roll those successful tests out to the rest of my clients. And without making you wait till the end of the video, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, the best funnel that's working to get high paying tax planning clients, anywhere from $5,000 to $40,000, is a mini webinar direct pitch funnel. And in this video, I'll share why it works so well and also how it works so you can implement it for your firm. And literally just this morning, I got a text from one of my clients who's running this exact funnel, and he said, dude, these leads are amazing. Literally, my sales guy just talked to one yesterday, and the guy's doing $60 million a year in his business. So if you want to know how to get clients like that, then make sure to stay to the end of the video. And if we haven't met before, again, my name's Daniel. I run an agency called Wealthy Clients where we help tax planners like you attract and acquire affluent clients on a regular basis. So with that being said, why does this funnel work so well? And at the end of the day, you have to understand the psychology of the buyer that you are trying to attract. So at the end of the day, a lot of people, there's webinar funnels, there's book funnels, there's a ton of stuff, lead magnet, high ticket, outbound, inbound, whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to understand the psychology of the buyer. And somebody who watches typically a long webinar is somebody who is very cash poor and time rich. And most of the time, they're not in a burning enough pain point where they're actually going to take action. So they're really just looking for more information around a solution to their problem. Now, if somebody has a lot of money or is qualified, or let's say is running a $60 million company, typically they're going to be cash rich, time poor, which at the end of the day means that they have a very high value on their time, and they're probably not going to sit through a 2-hour webinar because they can just hire somebody else to do that for them. And they can continue making money themselves because that's a better use of their time. And that's exactly why we found the mini webinar direct pitch funnel to work so well, because it talks to that person's psychology and it answers the question of how can you help me? And why can you be the sole person to help me? Now that you know why it works so well, the second thing to understand is how it works. And it all starts with the offer that you're going to make. Now, at the end of the day, there's ultimately two types of offers that we've seen work really well. The first one is just a direct pitch. Hey, here's how much we're going to save you. We can guarantee it because of our strategies and because of the people that we've helped just like you. And then the other offer is a little bit more of like a free education. For example, with my mini webinar funnel, I'm sending people from an ad over to a video that shows them how to get affluent clients. Whereas like a direct pitch would be like, hey, I'll get you, 30 appointments in 30 days guaranteed. Those are kind of the two types of offers that I see working really well with a mini webinar. The offer itself is going to be in the ad, and it's also going to be in the actual mini webinar, okay? So if we're starting with the ad, the important thing is that there's 3 things that you need to cover in the ad. The first thing is calling out who your ideal client is. Now you can do this directly, like, hey, 7 and 8 figure business owners, or for me, it would be, hey, if you own a tax planning firm. Sometimes that doesn't always work because they're inundated with people directly calling them out. So the second thing that you can do is speak to their problems, their pain points, and their desires. So an example of a hook that you can use is, congrats, you've made, you broke the $1 million mark, but you're quickly finding out that the more you make, the more you pay Uncle Sam. And that bookkeeper that you use, or the tax preparer that you use, only talks to you once a year and never brings any ideas to the table. So in a roundabout way, you're still calling out that ideal audience, but you're not doing it directly. Now, the second thing is after you have your hook or your call out, you want to establish some kind of credibility and proof that you're the person that can help them achieve their goal. And I like to do this typically by like sharing a story of a client that you helped as well as the strategies, or you can just give them straight up value on how you're able to help them and literally like give away the farm, right? Like just give them a strategy that they can implement. So the last thing is some type of call to action. The call to action can either be, hey, here's our direct pitch, here's our offer, go and book a call. Or if you're doing more of that roundabout approach, kind of like the educational standpoint, then you can say, hey, I put together a free training or a free video for you to go and check out. So again, the first thing that you want in your ad is the hook or the call out. The second thing is some kind of story or value. And then the third is that call to action. Now, the call to action is going to send them over to a video. There's no opt-in. There's none of that. We want as many people to see the offer as possible. So you just put the headline, which is basically a little bit of text. You can even have a sub headline or like, reiterating the audience that you want to call out. And then you're going to have a video and an application underneath it. That's all you need. Headline, video, application. And the video is going to be about 5 to 10 minutes long, expanding upon what that offer is. So there's a couple of different things that you want in there. Like, again, you want to make sure that they know what the offer is, credibility, proof of other people that you've helped. You want to walk them through your process on how it works and how you're able to deliver results. And then you want to give them those next steps of applying and filling out the application. And again, this is the best funnel that we've seen working right now to attract high-paying tax planning clients. And just to leave you with kind of one last thing, but if you're tired of chasing unqualified leads, or maybe you're getting a ton of opt-ins, but nobody's actually booking a call with you, or you're getting people who are super unqualified, or maybe they're not ready to go and they're just information seekers, a lot of that has to do with who you're letting through your application. And so if you're letting everybody book a call, the way that the algorithms work nowadays is that targeting is broad. Okay, Facebook has 52,000 data points on each user, and as a platform, it wants as much data as possible. So if you're limiting the ads to only show to certain people, the platform's not gonna like that, and it's actually gonna punish you by showing it to less people, et cetera, et cetera. We don't have to get into all of it. But basically, the way that you target these high-ticket people nowadays is what you say in your ad, what you say on the landing page and in your video, but then lastly, who you let through your application. So if you only want to work with 7-figure business owners, then only let 7-figure business owners through your application, okay? If you find that you're getting looky-loos and tire kickers, then you need to implement 4 questions into your application. And an easy way to remember it is BANT. Budget, authority, need, and timing. See, IBM did a study and they wanted to find which clients were going to close in the shortest time frame possible and for the highest prices. And what they found is that when someone could afford their budget, they had the authority, in other words, it was the decision maker, they needed the product and the timing. They wanted to get started as soon as possible. When they checked off all the boxes for those 4, it suddenly increased and spiked the close rate compared to all the other prospects. So the reason I say that is because as people are filling out your application, put those 4 questions in there: budget, authority, need, and timing. And what it's going to do is it'll filter out the other people who would be tire kickers, but more importantly is that only the people who make it through, that data is going to get sent back to the algorithm. So Facebook can actually target more people who are ready to go and buy now, as opposed to the looky-loos and people who aren't qualified to begin with. If you're looking to get high-ticket tax planning clients, this is exactly why you need the mini webinar direct pitch funnel. First, because rich people are very cash rich and time poor. And secondly, because it is the best frickin' thing that you can do. It's short, sweet, to the point, direct, shares exactly how you can help them, and allows only qualified people to get on your calendar. So hope this video was valuable and helpful. If this is something you want help with, then click the link down below. It'll take you over to my explainer video, which shows exactly how I can help. You can fill out my application for one-on-one coaching. Currently, we're not taking on done-for-you clients, but if you still want help installing this, learning how to do it for your own business, then you can click that link and book a call. Talk soon.